Okay. Mic check. Does that sound okay? I can't tell yet. Oh, okay. Good. Listen two.
Everybody doing okay? We're gonna get started in a minute.
Two sounds okay? Alright. Forward split. Does that sound okay? That goes. All right, cool. Good day, folks. Miss Sheriff Dinka BC here. High Point High School, technology, bunch of stuff, STEM club, million different things. Patriots Technology Center. Way more than my job description. Here at the Ye STEM Innovation Showcase. Tail end of the summer. It's August 5th. August 5th, 2026. Yeah. So, summer vacation's almost done. Miss Yvette and the interns did a good job with their various STEM projects. Got a shot of the Vex robot kits over here. That looks kind of cool. Got the Hydrobots over there. Manual hydraulic robots. That looks kind of cool.
All right, so whenever
Wait, what?
let me know when you get through setting up.
Oh no,
this
the
mic and
the what? Yeah, just got the mics.
okay, and
yeah, again, this mic is only connected to the stream,
right.
So the people on YouTube can hear it. But
do I need a thing?
Oh no, Shotgun mic can pick you up. Okay. Say something real quick.
Something.
Hang on, let me show you what OBS Studio is showing you.
And then
it's this guy. Wait, did I start recording it?
Him right here. Monty, take a picture of this and tell William. Monty, tell William they can watch it live stream here.
Oh no, it's on YouTube. Yeah, we never use Twitch. The school's network blocks Twitch, so it's just YouTube right now. Yeah, it's that QR code.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm. It's the only QR code up there. Yeah, back.
You can watch the live stream on this. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Alright. Okay, alright. Let me go ahead and get started. Did you guys get it? Alright. Mr. Sheriff, which one?
Oh, at the bottom. That's how you turn it on. Okay. You see the on-off switch? All right, good job.
Alright. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I wanted to first introduce myself. My name is Matt Selby, and I am the founder and CEO of Wise STEM Innovation. And what we do at Wise STEM Innovation is I partner with organizations to help them implement, develop, evaluate their STEM programs for young people. And what I also do is I also create my own programs. And so I'm excited to be here. Started my nonprofit last year after 28 some years working for the federal government. I am a chemical and environmental engineer by training, but through National Society of Black Engineers professionals, who I've also been a member of that chapter for almost 30 years. And work a lot with pre-college students and pre-college programs and getting them interested in STEM careers. And so I was excited to get the opportunity to host interns this summer. One of the reasons why I felt it was important to host interns is I see the value of getting real world experience and bringing those experiences to young people. So they not only have that on their resumes, when they're talking to recruiters, they can say, hey, you know, I've done engineering design work, I've done troubleshooting, I've been a problem solver, I'm a critical thinker. I know how to bring solutions to my community. And so that is what this internship was about. And just 1 second, because my interns are not in here, so I will be bringing them in right now. If y'all could come on in. And if you want, you can come by your stations, thank you. So I started off with working with the, what I would say, the Career Ready Interns through OSSE's program. They have engineering advisory boards, and so I was happy to be part of that board. Found out that there was a need to have STEM experiences for our young people who are in high school, as well as working with the Marion Summer Youth Employment Program and offering STEM experiences. And so with that, I have 14 interns that I've been working with over the past 7 weeks. And I was able to immerse them in some of the programming that we're looking at rolling out. I was also fortunate enough because I am just starting my nonprofit, I don't have a physical location that I work from. So I was fortunate enough to be able to be part of this location here, the Patriots Technology Training Center, who is run and founded by Thurman, who'll be out in a minute, and he also does STEM programming for young people. And so with that, we were able to provide an experience for the young campers, which we'll share about, as well as for the interns here. And so I'm not going to introduce them just yet, because I'll do that in a minute when we go to the station. But what I wanted to do is tell you a little bit about the flow for tonight. And I hope everybody is enjoying the food. So that was the first thing, make sure that we have nice and really good refreshments, and that we create an atmosphere where the students can tell you what they worked on, and that you all can also engage with one another. And so tonight, the way the program is going to go is we have 4 stations, and based on where you're sitting at your table, that's the station that you're going to start first. And I'm going to talk to you just a little bit about the stations, and then I'm going to end with a just sort of a welcome from Thurman before we get started to Patriots. But we have station number 1, which is presented by our research, social media, communications interns, and so they're going to talk a little bit about that programming. We have station number 2, which is our robotics interactive station. They're going to talk about that. We have station number 3, which is our eco robotics, and they actually, well, you'll see, but they did some really fun stuff with game design, coding, etc. And then station number 4 is where we're going to talk about the tools that we use, our community operation system that allows us to really bring real world experiences to young people to help them with their professional development, workforce development, and also their technical skills. So with that, I will turn it over to Mr. Thurman Jones. I know he's helping getting chairs and everything, and appreciate that. Who's going to talk to you a little bit about Patriots and
Thank you, man. Let's give them a big hand, please. And lift off the students that she wants to take. Also, she came to the Patriots Technology Campus That's what we call it. I'm a member of the Virginia chapter, but we have a Virginia chapter, just as far as writing. And I'm gonna walk you into the technology and get this what we call the building. And we've been partnering with other organizations that needed space. We needed space when we got started, so we were blessed to be in the building. We've been on that side of the building. There used to be a bank. And so whenever you get the whole field, if you get a chance, take a tour to the building. Because if you need space, we call this section the building of 5800. So we do birthday party, book signing, tea party, those type of things. Excuse me. And then get a chance, take a look at all that different competition that we get students involved. I like competition because obviously I'm not AC, but we like to have competition because everybody work together as engineers. So I'm going to go over to the studio because we have an internet TV show workshop tonight. And then just want to thank everyone for coming. Also partners with the project. Thank you, Yvette.
All right, thank you. So again, lots of programs, lots of opportunities to involve your young people in STEM. So with that, we're going to start with our rotations. And so, I know it's a little bit of a crowd here, so we'll be real liberal with the movement. But what we're looking at is spending 12 minutes per station. And I'm going to have a little alarm to tell you when it's time to move. But so again, your station numbers are based on the cue card on your first starting station. It's going to be on the cue card. Station number 1, can y'all raise your hands? Station number 1, 1, 1. Okay, so you're going to start here. I'm going to tell you when to go. We're going to have, again, 10 to 12 minutes at each station just so we can get a really good flow. After that, I'm going to do a quick, what I would call introduction to our practice pitch that our Stadium Design Challenge team is going to be doing for you all. It's a 10-minute pitch. Hopefully you will give them great feedback because once they complete and video this pitch, they'll video their final pitch based on their feedback, and they'll have an opportunity to win prizes in their city. And the prizes are not low amounts, okay? And I'll talk a little bit about that. And then we'll do sort of the celebration, for our interns. We'll showcase them for the group again. So again, station number 1, raise your hand, you're gonna go here. Station number 2, raise your hand, station number 2, all right. And Tristan, right here. Station number 3, raise your hand, Gabrielle and that, you're gonna do it. And then this will be station number 4. And then we'll have some on the screen in a minute. All right, so I'm going to let you go now, and then in 12 minutes you'll hear the buzzer to rotate to the next station. And feel free, again, restrooms are kind of in the back on the left. But if you finish your station early and you want to get a little tour, that's fine. And I'll be available if you have questions.
Okay, cool. So, good to see you folks. If you just tuned into the live stream, welcome to Patriots Tech Center hosting the STEM Innovation Showcase. August 2026, tail end of the summer. Mr. Ben and the interns put in some good work on the different projects, so we're going to see how they cooked. I guess I'll just kind of pick one and then go around the rotation.
Okay, my name is welcome to the Freedom Yards Future Career. So A-STEAM Village and YSTEM partnered together to have a heritage tour from Chicago to Washington, D.C. to learn about Black history, and reflect on different stories across America. So the first stop was Chicago, where we went to the Black History Museum, and we went to this event called the Black Inventors Hall of Fame, where we met different Black inventors and learned about their stories. So this slideshow will talk about Black history and Underground Railroad in New York and Toledo and Canada. So this is a map of the Underground Railroad where enslaved people came from the south to the north for freedom and Canada.
So what we're doing is we have
One experience that they have in Buffalo is the Marion Connections, where it's created by educators and historians, where they tour people like through Niagara Falls and learn about the Underground Railroad so these are like the routes that the freedom travelers to New York, to Canada, and outside. And right here is the bridge where Thurman and other freedom seekers took Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York State to Niagara Falls and Canada for freedom.
Hello. So this slide just pretty much explains what the Underground Railroad is, and it starts in the Berlin, Eastern Shore, and then goes into Delaware. Pretty much just highlights her entire legacy and just like where she traveled to. And I also talk about why Eastern Shore matters, and it matters because she was born there, and also she escaped slavery in 1849, and it just was where she experienced a lot of her life. These are the key sites. The way I broke it down was her life and her environment, her life, her environment, her childhood, and her legacy. Just the stopping points where you can go to do the traveling throughout the Bible. And because we're doing a digital tour, we have to come up with ideas of how we would present this. So we have short film, audio, silent, interactive map, and take a picture of this.
Okay, my main focus was Buffalo and Niagara Falls and how the slaves were able to escape through the border. The actual Niagara Falls River is the border between New York and Canada. Slavery was abolished after 1834 in Canada. So once those people did actually escape over the borderline, they were considered free. Laws were later passed in Canada to try to protect the people who did escape, so we'll talk about that later. Many people escaped through ferries, bridges, small boats. The powerful river was both a natural barrier and a path of freedom. While the river separated two countries, it also separated slavery from freedom for many. Canada. Crossing this river often marked the end of enslaved persons' dangerous journey because Canada did not allow slavery after. The laws that try to keep people enslaved. We have the Fugitive Slave Act of 1793. This law allowed enslavers to pursue and capture people who had escaped slavery, often being chased, sought after, trying to find people who basically escaped being mistreated. Fugitive Slave Act of 1850. The stricter law required ordinary citizens to help captured and escaped enslaved people if asked by authorities. So you were basically required to report people if you knew that they were escaping slavery. Denied accused fugitives basic legal rights. People accused of being escaped slaves were not allowed to testify in court on their own behalf or receive a jury trial. This meant that even free Black African Americans could be kidnapped and forced into slavery. The cost of helping others, heavy fines, imprisonment, violence from slave catchers, loss of property, losing your home, losing your churches, basically losing the environment that you're creating to help people escape. The freedom began immediately. Many settled in Fort Erie and other Ontario communities. After reaching Canada, many families chose to settle close to the border because it was familiar and offer opportunities. They built churches, schools, businesses, farms. Formerly enslaved people worked hard to establish stable communities. Unlike the United States, Canada did not recognize American fugitive slave laws. This protection gave many families peace of mind after years of living in fear. Buffalo's legacy today. Its historic churches, landmarks. There's history all over Buffalo about how the Underground Railroad was pushed through and able to pass through. I believe before Buffalo it was Baltimore. The waterfront symbolizes one of America's final crossings to freedom. Today's Buffalo waterfront reminds visitors that this peaceful landscape was once the setting for desperate escapes and remarkable acts of courage. It stands as a lasting symbol of hope, resilience, and the pursuit of freedom.
And enjoyment, and then right here is the overall nominations and the finance of the film stadium, like how much how are you gonna do another?
You should go to Thurman. It's really good.
So I was gonna say, so after, so this is where they're going next. Then they're going to Cambridge, Baltimore, and DC.
Do you know when?
Because they changed the dates. So
Is it going to be this year? Like
yeah, this year. I think it's like end of August. Either September, yeah, September. So it's not September.
So every task that they do,
Did you get to choose like which project you want to
Like, you got this?
volunteer? Did you choose to work on this one?
Yeah, so we did like the social media stuff. So we were doing research for YSM and Hastings Village because they're the ones that are going on research.
Yeah, this tour is supposed to become like a documentary.
Yeah.
And they're going to use your guys' stuff. That's really cool.
So they use the COS. Like when you go to that station, the website that they use, they put all the documentation on that website.
Oh yeah. I know you guys had a good summer. So did you do it here? Oh, that's so sweet. You missed out. So what one thing stood out about this project that you were doing the
Me, well, in school, like, I learned about Thurman, but I never, like, learned about New York in detail, because I don't live in New York. That's one reason. And then, yeah, sometimes it's interesting.
I think it's just like re-educating yourself. I feel like you can never go wrong with this.
So what didn't you know that you know now from the research?
Well, because we all had different parts of the research. That's why we all broke it up into three. I guess for mine, a lot of the information, like even now, like explaining to you, like having to remember and retain what it is that I'm saying, because of course I want to explain what it is I'm saying to the next person. So I feel like that is a.
So what did you learn?
I learned, like, the Motherland Connections. That was one thing I learned about, and how they travel, the registry took that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know Delaware is like one of the main states that helped a lot in between the two. They just say Maryland and go up. They completely forget about Delaware because they'll remember that Maryland is below the Mason-Dixon. They think because we're in the Mid-Atlantic, we think we're more of the north.
Yeah.
But it's in the south. So how about the south?
Right now, like
Overall, I did not know every stop on the Underground Railroad until this tour when they told me the places they were going to. But the overall experience, like, I just like being a part of history. I like learning new stuff, knowing things. I like being aware of my surroundings, especially the past. So it was just like fun, like researching everything and putting it together.
I find that like the short form videos you're gonna make along the way is gonna be more helpful in terms of retention versus
Yeah,
reading a book for like.
yeah, there's some limit for the HD village. We make the presentation for them so they can understand the results because I don't think they really knew a lot about it. So we made it for them to understand. So then when they travel, then they'll be like more informed.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So where can we find it? Do we have to go over there and get a QR code to get the link?
The slides. I have to ask them to share because I'm
Okay, I'll ask you that. Okay, no, because my daughter, she gonna find something. She's into, y'all, she's into Black history. Ruby Bridges and no Bridges.
I have a random question, and I don't know if it just something popped up. So you talked about the Mason-Dixon line and getting to the north, right? But and then we said Canada was where African Americans felt free. Has there been any? And we know, like even in Philadelphia, New York, they would capture slaves and then bring them back south. Did they ever do any documented cases of that happening in like Canada? Like you said, there were a bunch of people like right at the border, close to the border. So you would think that
I read a few people were stolen and brought back. That's why they started creating the laws in Canada to make them citizens.
That's why you know a lot of West Indies, they're in Canada now because of the migration. But people don't know why. Because my grandmother, she was a slave from Barbados. And they brought her here.
DC, Maryland?
Can you imagine getting all the way up to Canada and then you're just almost there?
Yeah, no,
no, they actually stole her from Barbados and brought her here.
Your grandmother.
My great
Well, this is Canada. You said it's still British territory, right? Were there any complications? Because if you ask the Indians, they'll say, oh, being a British colony is not that great. Or the South Africans, they'll say being a British colony is not that great. Or the Palestinians, were there any complications with that?
More than likely, it's still here. It's still racism.
I believe it would be. I mean,
Or classism.
It's prejudice everywhere.
No, but it's still it's heavy. I had someone who was a Canadian. I bumped into her. She told me that I said, "You're not gonna go back to Canada. It's much better. The healthcare." She was like, "No, it's much better here financially than it is up there."
Colony's a colony. We got to work on that, I guess.
Thank you.
I should go to Baltimore. I mean, not Baltimore, but Baltimore too, but Buffalo. And I learned about it in 1993 when I went to Buffalo and I went to see Malcolm X play in the theaters, and I found out about the Underground Railroad in Buffalo. And a lot of people don't know that that's the top agricultural state in the U.S.
in DC, they are on spots there in DC, and she has her home in Cambridge.
Yeah, that's the big spot. So, but I didn't know about Buffalo until I went up there. It's scary.
I love it. Y'all take me a history class today.
Alright,
So you said Buffalo.
Cambridge, Baltimore, and
Okay, so we're gonna go to Cambridge. They should have went to Buffalo, Baltimore, then Cambridge.
They're going in reverse because they came from Kansas City.
Oh, so they skipped it.
Yeah, they're going in reverse.
Chicago, now Buffalo, Cambridge, and Baltimore.
We're
So where does 3 go?
You're gonna be gone.
Great job, lady.
We're just gonna go around in the circle. 3 goes. 2 goes. I don't know. Okay, how are you? So
So the men take charge of this.
Like
We're just gonna go around. Alright. Okay. So
That
whoever was
helicopter,
two,
that's supposed to be like a
they need to come forward.
drone.
Are there any two people or did two go to three? That never happens. Okay, so that's fine.
You ready to start the present, Tristan? We know you play video games.
Everybody started, so these people come to your stage. Thank you guys for the demonstration. I really enjoyed that. Y'all gonna enjoy it too. It's really fun. Y'all did a good job. Thank you. Okay. Do we have anybody at home?
Here we have our Mars expedition using Mexico. This is lab one. So the main focus is to drive, collect these samples and put them up the lab.
Okay, Tristan.
The purple one.
Tristan not gonna like the look. Oh, it's color coded.
But no, lab one, I'm sorry. Lab one is just getting samples.
Built by us for us to ensure that no dream is run without effect. I want you to close your eyes for me.
There we go. This is fast. That right there is the rover. And the robot that we're controlling is the hero. The hero's robot was to simulate the actual machines that we will be using on Mars. The samples are, of course, rock samples or possible plants that could grow on Mars. This is a built by Vex. And specifically, this is Mexico. There's a whole bunch of other Vex products, but this is just Mexico.
So does Vex go have?
I want you to close your eyes.
I know that Vex has competitions usually, but these are the more simple.
I want you to close your eyes.
If I remember correctly, Kenny, you've done this before.
Yeah, I've done V5, Vex V5, which is like the highest level Vex, and it uses metal parts and metal pieces. And it's similar to this, but it's a new challenge every year.
Okay. So what made you want to get into this?
I say since I was in like it's like preschool. I've always been into building things with like Lego, of course, like working with ends. And eventually in third grade, I was a part of a class competition that was held in McKinley Stadium. And it was very similar to this. The only difference is that the robot was actually coding, so it had to do basically specific instructions. And we weren't allowed to touch the set at all. After we press go, hands off.
Understand what your learners do,
At least for this, you can look into it for yourself.
identify programs of opportunity, celebrate accomplishments in one portfolio.
Also, like things with my
That
friends.
is amazing.
I was at a school and they
Here in the
had
heart of it, we are
a
finding the
team,
space where your
a
talent
robotics
is
team,
separated from
and
our opportunity by
things like this.
We are mapping the dreams of our children.
So what school are you at now?
But to build this
called
dream,
Commonwealth
we have to look
Academy
at
in
the entire landscape and see who needs to be.
Commonwealth Academy.
I go to Kent State in Ohio.
It's a program. It's a connective tissue for all of us. It is the bridge that turns the neighborhood of isolated
I'm in
efforts
Kent State, Ohio. I'm doing computer engineering and I'm doing software.
whether you are a student experienced or a CEO, the system is designed to track and grow the value you bring to the team. For stakeholders,
Oh no, I'm chill. I'm chill.
and for students, it is a clear, non-exclusionary path from
I'm an expensive child, but like you only hear from me like once a year.
families
You the expensive child because you go to camp.
educational
Oh no, I'm a scholarship major.
My son is too, but he's still
alignment
expensive.
between the classroom and the needs of the industry. For businesses, it's a direct pipeline to local workforce that is certified
So
ready
what
to
colleges or
compete.
university?
And for government, it is
I haven't
data
figured out yet, but
driven,
I
includes data
have a
different
few that I'm gonna
insights to
throw in
ensure
for
every
robotics.
tax dollar is an investment.
You're gonna major in robotics.
Mechanical or automotive
Why does it
engineering.
matter?
Oh, you just need to go on down the family road.
Well, that's on my
Her son just graduated from
yeah, I'm torn at school.
When our efforts are disconnected, our people
Are you
bond
going
with
to
aDigital and
Oh, that's the
we are moving towards
I believe
a
it's
uniform, single
lab
unified
4.
mission.
Raise
One
it up.
learner, one community, one connected future. We aren't just adding another program to the pile, we are building a more connected. Once those connections are made, the journey further. Obviously, your future is a mystery. It's a five-step sequence of success. Through a series of learning opportunities, participants go from explorers to change makers in their community. The DLS allows the participants to experience this every step of the journey.
And then
The CLS is more than a learning experience. It is a personal and community ecosystem that gives our community power. We finally have the opportunity to our digital deserts and the tools to move them through digital infrastructure.
what is
But to build an infrastructure this advanced, we need technology that we can access.
taking off the website? This is just like
We are seeing this come to life right now with our free sports stadium design especially partnering with a multi-billion-dollar business construction. We see it in our retail tech force, our digital engineering pipeline, and military courses that technology to celebrate our community identity. We see it within our DMV and other STEM these aren't class ideas,
We don't have a program.
each of the programs center around knowing
What's
yourself
your name
and
with this?
discovering
They got a
industry
girl.
goals, building your abilities, learning
I
skills,
was the one to ask
completing
that.
projects, showing what you
My
can
daughter
do
will put this
by
together.
building portfolios of credentials and
So
evidence,
for the robot,
connecting
did
to
you
your next
design it to a
opportunities,
robot?
and preparing for education,
No, it's a
employment,
diagram that
entrepreneurship,
they build.
service, and leadership. It's everything you need to manage your professional life all in one place. Bridge, the individual success is the fuel for our entire community's economic growth. The CLS helps learners build and document these plans that can prepare them for internships, apprenticeships, college, entrepreneurship, and employment. The CLS
So was this the best part of building?
this is not something being done to them. It is a future beyond our We are the architects, we are the builders. Whether you are a student ready to learn, a parent ready to promote, or a leader ready to invest, there's a seat at the table. There's a seat at this table for you. Stop imagining what that future is about. This year's YSL Foundation
It's much more different as these parts are kind of like smaller than the front window. So it's going to be a little bit harder.
Please allow him to now take the immersive
No, I love that so much.
For this, yeah.
That's when you get your little friend, like my daughter, the little lanes.
Do you want to do one of
What is this?
I see. How do I resist?
So which one is this? Somebody this one.
I don't know what it's called.
Let's go, but I want to warn you, it's very expensive. This?
Hydromatic arm, and this is designed by Rich Gilliam, he's a robotics engineer, and these are mechanical robot arms that are run.
So how do we get this? How do we get this? Space to get
We can order it.
how much is it first? Is it? Okay. That could be a birthday. Not a birthday.
It does take some time to put together.
Does this book go with it?
Yes, it will go with it. Yes.
Okay, I can't take the book out.
I'm doing a demo for my folks online kids.
I can't just sit.
Oh, you know what? I think it is one of the connections.
Oh, yes, it is.
Go down.
Congratulations. You want to try that one?
I can do it.
Girl, you can go get your crank license. Go get your crank license, girl.
So that's exactly, and that's what simulates, right? So this one simulates, like and then we're just importing them into the next. So that demo is automated. Alright, so the thing is, alright, now we're gonna rotate again. If you want to do the robot, Jackson, you can. It's okay. Huh?
He did.
Oh, you didn't want to do the robot? Did you see this one over here with the arm where you can pick up stuff?
Today, Intern just looking at a new website or a piece of software. It is the one place for students to discover their strengths, build their work skills, document progress, and connect to opportunities. We are looking at a fundamental shift in how our community works. Welcome to the aDigital Community Operating System, or what we call COS. Think of it not as a tool you use, but as the digital backbone of our neighborhood, a smarter way for all of us to learn, build, and grow together. It's a system built by us for us to ensure that no dream is left without a map. I want you to close your eyes for a moment and imagine a single place where the future of every child and every worker in our neighborhood is clearly mapped out. Imagine a digital home where you can learn new skills that are actually in demand right now. Find the mentors that spark you up the path you want to take. Discover careers that you didn't know were possible. Track your progress as you level up your life. Connect to real projects and real money in our own backyard. For students, that means you can discover what you are good at, build real skills, complete meaningful projects, earn credentials, prepare for college careers and entrepreneurship. For parents and educators, you can see progress beyond grades, understand what your learner is building, support goals and next steps, identify programs and opportunities, celebrate accomplishments in one portfolio. That is aDigital Me, COS. Here in the heart of it, we are finally ending the days where your talent is separated from your opportunity by friction and red tape. We are mapping the dreams of our children directly to the needs of the road. But to build this dream, we have to look at the entire landscape and see who needs to be at the table. COS isn't just a program for them, it's a connective tissue for all of us. It is the bridge that turns the neighborhood of isolated efforts into unified ecosystems. Whether you are a student, a parent, or a CEO, this system is designed to track and grow the value you bring to the table. For stakeholders, it serves as our community. For students, it is a clear, non-exclusionary path from early learning to high-paying careers. For families, it is a total transparency into educational progress and local availability. For schools, there's real-time alignment between the classroom and the needs of the industry. For businesses, it's a direct pipeline to a local workforce that is certified, ready, and proven. And for government, it is data-driven, data-driven insights to ensure every tax dollar is an investment in people. Why does it matter? We have never lacked talent. We have never lacked good programs or big goals. But for too long, those assets have existed like islands with no bridges between them. When our efforts are disconnected, our people fall through the cracks. aDigital COS changes that. We are moving towards a single unified mission. One learner, one community, one connected future. We aren't just adding another program to the pile. We are building the infrastructure that connects them all. Once those connections are made, the journey for the individual becomes clear. On the COS, your future isn't a mystery. It's a 5-step sequence of success. Through a series of learning opportunities, participants go from explorer to change makers in their communities. The COS allows for participants to experience this every step of the journey. The COS is more than a learning platform. It is a personal and community ecosystem that gives our community new powers. We finally have the eyes to see our own digital deserts and the tools to bloom them through digital infrastructure. But to build an infrastructure this advanced, we need technology that we can actually trust. We are seeing this come to life right now with our Brain Sports Gaming League Stadium Design Finance and Build Challenge, where students are learning the multi-billion-dollar business of construction. We see it in our Red Tails Tech Force, our digital engineering pipeline, and Village X, where we use immersive technology to celebrate our community identity. We see it within our NSB Junior and other STEM youth-centered programs. These aren't just classes, these are high-stakes, real-world environments. Each of the programs center around knowing yourself by discovering entrance strengths and goals, building your abilities, learning skills, and completing projects, showing what you can do by building portfolios of credentials and evidence, connecting to your next opportunities, and preparing for education, employment, entrepreneurship, service, or leadership. It's everything you need to manage your professional life all in one place. Bridge to the next. The individual success is the fuel for our entire community's economic engine. The CLS helps learners build and document the experiences that can prepare them for internships, apprenticeships, college, entrepreneurship, and employment. CLS was built with the community for the community. This isn't something being done to us. It is a future being built by us. We are the architects. We are the builders. Whether you are a student ready to learn, a parent ready to support, or a leader ready to invest, there's a seat at the table. There's a seat at this table for you. Stop imagining a better future and start operating one. This year's STEM Innovation Career Ready Internship participated in the aDigital BSGL program, specifically the Brain Sports Gaming League Stadium Design, Finance, and Build Challenge, which they will present later. Please allow them to now take you through the immersive system for this showcase. Thank you.
Hi. Very cool.
Alright, so this is the community operating system, and so this is really it's basically like a tracker of market worth, and so like any student that has an account here can like use any websites allocated here, can easily track their certificates and their marketability, because for each task you do, you get like a market worth for that task, and it'll like add on to your potential like employee work. Right.
Sounds like social credit.
So the different like opportunities here, there's the Stadium Design Challenge, in which it uses project-based learning to stimulate career path understanding and the overall like exploration of different STEM technicalities that are used to make a stadium. And so students are supposed to use.
Alright, y'all, we're gonna do. My alarm didn't go off, but we have.
They're supposed to use support. They're supposed to do prerequisites where before they start the Stadium Design Challenge, they have to understand who they are as like an employee. And so the 4 different prerequisites we did, we understood financially, the financial aspects, the overall planning, the goals, and the overall like what type of employee are you. And then go down a little bit further. Yeah, these are the prerequisites. You have to submit, reflect. Overall, they did have some issues, but that's because this is the starting era. Like, it's just this website's just starting out, so we were supposed to troubleshoot the different errors, and then they managed to fix it. And then onto the actual Stadium Design Challenge. So there's a total of 7 phases. We did the first phase. So the other 6 phases are based on the team, like creating your team, and then the other one is like the actual planning for the research for the stadium. Like, what are we going to include in it? Like, what is our overall like vision of the stadium? And then 4 or 5, the overall like what's called the features of the stadium that are gonna really like elevate it. And so we have our base. We have to include the technology systems that will elevate the fan experience and the ticketing process. Phase 5, the economics and equity. So we have to also take into account like those who are in need, like handicapped people, and so we make our facilities so it can be able to be useful to them too. And then the overall economics of how much the stadium is gonna cost, financially, how we're gonna get the money, and then this is the 3D print, or not 3D print, the 3D design that we made for the stadium, and then the pitch presentation, which will show you.
Do you create a profile? Like, you get a profile?
We, in this sense, we were given emails that were attached to our profiles that were connected to our personal emails we gave her before we started the internship. So I guess in this case, you would have to set up your own private profile, but do it for you. But in our case, it is we just have to do all the work that's attached to it.
The website also gives us certifications. So if we specialize in IT, re-engineering, you could go on here and then have different like quizzes and whatnot you can get. And we actually got like some certifications ourselves, so we're more incredible. We learn we get a job every single year. We learn a lot from this program. We learn about financial literacy. Here are some of the different courses you could take. Networking, IT, software.
For this service, or is it?
For us, it was free.
It was free for us, but I don't know for the because we did get emails that let us have free access to
and that's just like the small like part of the COS. There is obviously way more stuff. So you see the freedom pathways, learn to earn for the interns. There's an AI course as well, AI bootcamp, workforce tracker, and then if you scroll down a little bit more, there's the high school internship guide, learner dashboard, and then overall like different STEM challenges.
Yeah, I know.
a few aspects of this is that not only do you have everything, it's process. You have to go through everything. But sometimes it can be a little crowded. Like, oh, where was that? Also, the network might be a little slow to the fact that this is brand new. So we ourselves, we noticed something that wasn't great in some videos might not play. We were able to, some things would upload, some things would get deleted when we leave the website, and we were able to not only talk to the creator, but he was able to change it.
It's also fairly easy to use. Like, it doesn't make it hard for you to submit anything, or make it hard for you to understand it. It's like very straightforward. Any other questions?
Oh, they also have like a financial literacy area where you could like help on like banking, saving, overall the basics to understanding financial literacy. And then college career, it's really like student based, like that's the target audience. But it's really
Bless you. So should we practice real quick while you're
But you see, I did my little Hello everyone, my name is Gabriella Ross. I'm a bioengineering intern for Life Innovation, and this is
I am Matthew Mitchell, and I'm a game design instructor for STEM Innovations.
So what we've done for this internship, we taught young kids about sustainability as well as coding. Here's the coding of our STEM program, and here's the collage of what we've done. So here's some teaching sessions, and then even some work that we taught. So here's an overview of the program. So it's a 6-week course, STEM program where we taught them about what is Scratch. So week 1, becoming technology creators. We taught them what is Scratch, which is block coding, as well as to core Scratch in the game. Week 2, we went into sustainability and coding. We incorporated both, which we're talking about recycling, so they have that background knowledge, and then we even created a recycling game, which you also play later on. And then we have hydrogen sessions as well. For week 3 is game design basics, which I'll let Matt explain more about it.
So in game design basics, we broke it up into 2 activities for the students. The first activity was a live gameplay, which we have 1 player and the operator would like to control the player to a set of commands, a certain set of commands, which was like take take 4 steps or take 3 steps based on how far they need to go. Turn left or right X amount of times and pick up or put down ideas, stuff like that. But then afterwards, we took that idea and converted it into a Scratch game. We basically recreated the level that we had pre-built and they all created their own little sprites, which we made them based on arrow keys or but I'll turn back to
and then week 4, we done everyone. So we had them learn about
I know many of y'all may not have gone to the robotics or the last one, so this is your time to have 5 to 6 minutes to visit the booth that you didn't have a chance to go to, and for others to go check out. In about, looking at my watch here, so I'm going to give you all about another 5-7 minutes to visit the items you need to go to, and then we'll get started with the other part of the presentation and the celebration.
Coding, which will help you with the cycling game, or you can learn about some STEM heroes. I want to do STEM heroes, so scientists, inventors, or you can do the coding, where you learn about sustainability and let's go. Y'all want to do?
Stay with it.
One moment. Okay, so you can scan that QR code or with your phone, or you can type in a group and then type in that game thing.
Those are like 4. That's like 4. That's 4
So
Alright, y'all, we have about 3 more minutes, 3 to 4 more minutes. So just jump right in. Jump right in.
Everyone's on? Okay, sorry. We may have to cut it short, because everything is, because I want you all to play some games, but who found many new uses for development armor to make products? Invented a low-cost air filter to help she's a young inventor, and she was presented in the Inventors Black Hall of Fame at a conference. Who's the inventor who creates fun technology for Disney? So it was Nanny Smooth. She was also presented in the conference as well. True or false? You can be a student hero. Which team character uses science and medicine to help toys be better? Which superhero uses robotics and technology to fight crime? Which superhero makes ice and can help us learn about science? Last question, who was the first Hispanic woman to travel to space?
Wow, my team is rocking. Hey Jackson, you got this. Number one. Oh,
Alright guys, I'm going to tell you game design from 4 years, one acronym, and 4 words. Okay? So game design is basically CAD, programming, art, design, and sound. Starting off with programming. Programming is basically writing code to produce a desirable outcome, whether it's movement or transition to a new level. Next, we have art. Art can be broken up into 2 categories: 2D art and 3D art. But there are 3 different forms source of 2D art, visual, hand-painted, or hand-drawn, and pixel. We then can use those 2D art assets to create a 3D model, such as you see here with my good buddy, Sir Frank. Now, followed by that is the design. With design, there are two categories that are interwoven together: level design and game design. So basically, you cannot design a level without having a gameplay in mind. So for every locked room, every obstacle, you always have to think like a developer, not the player. And before we move on to the last segment, I want to actually give a short highlight of doing a shooting workshop that I did here during the summer. And this is where I help young coders, young programmers, or young students to develop a level in Unity where they have UI, characters, enemies, golden power, and whatnot. Okay, so this is something we can do here every now and then. Lastly, sound. Sound is the creation of specific music or weird noises for enemies, or well, frankly, anything that you have in a game, whether it's your phone or a player. Okay? I'd like to thank you for your time, and please enjoy your questions. Now, let's play some games.
Either the recycling game or the Unity game. Anyone can come and play.
Speaking about Jackson, there's
another
Jackson over there.
Then we're gonna move into the pitch competition. Or the pitch practice.
You want to play Unity?
Alright, let's do it. I mean, that's my man right there. Let's
Start off with
you probably sort the trash. Oh, if he kicks the trash can, I'm going to start moving on. Oh, what does he want me to do? We need to go away.
Click on one trash and drag it to the trash that you think
I feel like none of these things actually work.
Oh, you ran out of time.
Oh.
So it just stops working after a lot of time.
Okay. Is this the part where I do a spin and start walking? MJ, we love you, man. This is a good way to, you know, a lot of people don't know how to recycle, but they do all kinds of stuff.
But this is her and this was him at the top.
Build a main team, that was more so just learning from scratch. So I did the games with that, and they some of the projects in the there was about 2 kids who were basic games, so we gave them like extra tasks.
He was tasked with making a main menu in a transaction.
We're really more than, yeah, I think it was the oldest one. We had a lot more.
It's great for you to get
All right, everyone. So, how did everyone enjoy the round robin showcasing that we did?
That's pretty cool.
So I have to say, I just, the interns, y'all are awesome. They've done some wonderful things. They really were immersed in the engineering design process, the troubleshooting process, the evaluation process. So one of the things that we had the opportunity to do was we allowed, whoever wanted to do it, be part of our official kickoff cohort 1 Brain Sports Gaming Stadium Design, Finance, and Build Challenge. And if many of you who stopped at their station, they kind of talked through the different phases, the components that they had to complete, and how they were able to do that as a team. And so because of that, they're able to compete in the challenge. Well, they will be eligible for prize money. And so today, what we're going to do is we're going to do a pitch competition. I'm sorry, not a pitch competition. I'm so used to doing stuff with Nesby where we do have pitch competitions. But it's a practice pitch to get them ready for their competition, which is going to be done by video. And so we're going to have them present, and then we're going to have an opportunity for you all to ask them questions, and then we'll move on to the final stages of tonight's event. Thank you.
All right, cool.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Jacob, and here are my team members.
Sorry. My name is Tristan.
We're counseling here. And then this is our BSGL Stadium Design Challenge.
Oh, Miss Yvette, may as well give them both of the mics.
Yeah, if you wanted to just quickly tell your name out again, just for the streamer.
My name is Jacob.
My name is Messi.
My name is Tristan.
My name is Jade.
And my name is Paulette.
And then this is the BSGL Stadium Design Challenge presentation. Here are our table of contents, and we're going into the intro. The intro, this is a project-based learning challenge that enhances STEM learning and overall helps the students explore different STEM career paths within the stadium design process. Problem statement: stadiums have a large environmental impact and they cost a lot of money, and so we're trying to make a stadium that tackles that environmental problem, reduce carbon emission, and also is worth the taxpayer money. And yeah, about that. If you're playing.
Hi, so my role during this project was the lead designer, and this is a few of our concept plans. This is how it won't look on the outside of the overall. Difference from any old stadium is that we're incorporating not only a retractable roof, but we're focusing heavily into green features. So we have solar panels in the roof and a green roof. And for those who don't know what green roof is, it just means there is furniture, trees, grass, all that stuff to reduce heat. This is a more detailed layout. It's also a little bit different because we also included family and daycare places for people who have rowdy kids or need sections to be quiet for the kids. And as you can see, very detailed.
Now for the materials, it's known that the stuff that we use to build things can't hurt the environment. Now these won't hurt and / impact the environment nearly as much. So first we have low carbon concrete, then we have recycled metals such as steel and aluminum, mass timber, recycled glass, which we all know the glass is one of the hardest things to recycle because it can be broken into little tiny pieces. Sustainably sourced wood, which just means that once they cut down, a tree is planted right back in its place. And then recycled plastic composite materials. use materials, as I said, is the usual building materials that we use for building scanner of the environment when they're being produced. The green materials that harm is drastically reduced to help the environment.
Now, we had to develop some smart features because when building a stadium, we wouldn't really have the stadium have a bunch of people in one place at one time. That is highly inefficient, and I don't think anybody wants that. So we have ticket scanners, we have smart cooling, we have Wi-Fi hardware, and we had to develop a generator because what if the power goes out? Like what will power the stadium? And we have rainwater collections. Now, you might be asking, why do we need smart features? Because one, nobody wants to be in a stadium where it is very hot and humid. That would make the experience bad for everybody. And two, what if it rains? It would be more efficient to have reusable water because smart system, practically when it rains, it collects the water, it filters it, and it stores it in a storage container where it can be reused. And three, Wi-Fi. A stadium typically has 40,000 to 70,000 people in it. This room only has about 50 people inside it. So with 40 to 70,000 people, that would make cellular issues. So your phone cannot connect to the cellular tower, which is nobody wants that because you will still want to be able to text your friends, stream, and say, hey, look, I'm at a stadium watching this game. So we had to figure out a system for the network.
Now for our funding, how are we going to get our funding? Our plan is to reach about $3 billion in total funding. And yes, stadiums can be that expensive to build, especially these days. So we're aiming to get about 45% of our funding from public funding, which is like our tax dollars. Private funding, which is like investors, is going to come up to about 35% of our total budget. Then that's like sponsors, like companies who want to have their name in our stadium. It's going to be our last 20%. Now how the budget is going to be allocated, 40% of it is going to be into construction. And that's going to be a lot because keep in mind we have to pay those builders over the years that this is going to take. 5% to the technology systems. And then 7% for sustainability features. 10% to the fan experience, and then the same 10% to operations and safety. And lastly, 20% to the community investment. That won't be 92% of it, because 8% of this is going to be our contingency funds, just in case that we run out of funds elsewhere. We can pull funds from there. Now, the economic impact. It's known that football stadiums can bring life into an area, right? Local businesses and local businesses can help stimulate the local economy by being a business and bringing in jobs for the area. Now, it is known that stadiums can hurt an area economically, usually because that they're not open 24/7, right? There's going to be on-season and off-seasons. Our plan is to make it so that this area can be used year-round, therefore minimizing the negatives of what a stadium could do, like raising the cost of living for those in the area.
We were also trying to figure out how are we going to use this stadium not only for sports, but also for the community. So we thought we could do paths around the stadium for public walkers, runners, cyclists. We also had green areas for the ecosystem, make sure that not only were we contributing to making sure that the planet Earth, it's already going through a lot by itself. We wanted to make sure we gave green land back. We were also going to have daycares, workout facilities, pathways throughout the trees or whatnot.
Any questions? Yes, you.
All right, I appreciate the focus on the environmental aspects. I'm wondering if you looked at any existing stadiums in your beginning stages and how you considered cost, design considerations that have already been put in place for stadiums. And then what design software did you use?
You can hold on that for some other question. Pass it to sure. The gentleman behind you has a question. I was in charge of. I was in charge of the locations because this isn't because our plan is supposed to be something for Kansas City, right? So I'm the one who has friends who live in Kansas and very close to Kansas City. So I asked them about what they had to think about the new stadium that's being built because Arrowhead is no longer going to be able to be used. Now, when they were talking about Arrowhead, they would say that transportation is a major issue because it's right next to a major suburb, and those suburbs don't have any infrastructure for that. Like, there's not many buses, and there's definitely no subway. So they definitely pointed that out as a major problem. So what we're going to do is that we're going to also be funding those transportation services as well, especially charter, the busing for everyone. And Papa Light was the one in charge of our 3D design.
To answer your question about what we use for the models, for the one you see in the presentation, I used a website called View Design to get a more detailed version. But before I used that, we used TinkerCAD for 3D models.
What is the life cycle for the stadium? Because after usually most teams stay 10 to 20 years, is there any plans to post use of the facility when the team decides to relocate to another area?
So you said about the post use of the stadium?
After the team decides to relocate, in terms of the transportation infrastructure, well, that's how you reclaim that site for additional uses beyond the stadium life cycle.
Okay, so for the additional uses, that's going to occur around, I'd say 6 to 12 months after the stadium's created, just to make sure the geo positioning of the area doesn't get over pressured. But overall process, we're gonna first check the overall ground, see if it's stable, and see how much we could put on there. If that's answering your question.
Go ahead. So congratulations. This is quite impressive. You all are young people. This is black people magic in the room, and the fact that you all are young people just getting this experience, this is absolutely phenomenal. So we're looking at your briefing, and this is going to piggyback on Mr. Harold's question, sort of in terms of life cycle. You had a slide that talked about how much it's going to cost. So that's just to build it, put it in place. There was a part that showed the percentages in terms of where your funding is going to come from. And so I kind of got confused. Is that 8% supposed to be included?
The 8% is supposed to.
The 8% is a just in case fund.
So it's above and beyond the 100%.
No, the 8% is still within the 100%, because you see that inside of our percentage of budget up there, from construction to community investment, all of that totals up to that 92%.
Oh, I see. Okay. I see how you broke it out. Okay. And then the other, so your operations and safety. So when you look at a life cycle cost, you're also going to have to look at the cost to maintain that facility. So have you all considered what those costs will look like? Have you started working on that so that you know, okay, this is the non-recurring cost that you will incur to build that stadium? Have you looked at what those annual maintenance costs will look like over the years? Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. So for the maintenance costs, we had the $3 billion, but I searched it up. The maintenance cost, annually, is around 5 to 10 million. Cleaners, safety checks for electricity, plumbing checks, and then also for the retractable roof, it was around 5 to 10 million.
Last question. Okay. I know you talked about trying to make it so that the environment can be used outside of the football games and stuff like that. So, I guess my main question is, where are we going to tailgate at? So how are we going to integrate that idea with trying to make it multi-use? So there's game day use, and then there's non-game day use.
I'm sorry. Just to clarify a little bit with your question, you said, how are we planning to do that, or?
Yeah, how are you planning to incorporate something that's inherently a game day feature with this ability to park or all that stuff?
So, our main focus for not only just sports, it was for the community, as I said. But on the outside, there's going to be workout stations, like how my main focus is like RFK. If y'all been there, they have a park station to where kids could come and they have their spot to play. They have workout stations. They have a trail that goes into all the islands. We're something like that. So it's like we focused on not only just being for the sports, you would come and see a game, but also you could go there and walk the trails and work out and run the trails or cycle. I know a lot of people, they do trails with their little buggies or something. Yeah, scooters. So it could be a form of transportation. It could also be just a form of exercise.
So that was our last question. I want you to please give them an awesome round of applause. And just to let you know, the program is 6 weeks, so this is 5 to 6 weeks worth of work. And let me tell you, they're gonna be ready for this cohort 2, which is gonna start in the fall, as well as ready to weigh in on this RFK master plan. And does it fit what we need as a community? So thank you. And so to wrap up, we are in, again, thank you, Bob. Great video. So we're gonna wrap up with what I call intern highlights. And this is a video that our social media team, communications team made, where they interviewed each intern, and it's just going to highlight a little bit about what they got from the program, etc. And then I'm going to let you all go, but please, while we're doing the videos, please feel free to get some more food and drink and everything there. So I'm going to set that up now.
Yvette, excuse me. I just got a question. Everybody, what, high school, college, what?
Oh.
Okay.
So the interns that are part of the Stadium Challenge are entering, well, in high school, going in senior year, and also are either in college, going on to the sophomore year, right? Sophomores and freshmen.
I just want to reintroduce myself. My name is Jay Gaskins. I am a senior at Phil State High School, and I do have my own cookie business named Jitta's Cookies. I did bring cookies for Miss Yvette in the back. Thank you so much.
That's cool.
Thank you. I'm an aspiring business owner, so thank you so much. It is a blessing.
You know they have 4 They said he was they found it in chapter. Somebody was a lot of multiple He's right there. That's him right there. Thank you. So keep playing.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle Ross. I'm a senior at University, and I'm a intern. I'm a student in the I was able to use the knowledge that I actually as an aspiring and I hope to teach the biggest thing I learned is teaching the typical skill that I learned was speaking my favorite part of the career development workshops, I definitely felt like that gave a supportive environment and it was also valuable advice for teaching. I hope make a difference for younger students by teaching coding sustainability and also help them realize that they can because of why I still
My name is Matthew Mitchell. I'm currently senior at Thurman University studying
No, because he's my LinkedIn connection, but he not LinkedIn.
I hope to learn well. I hope to learn how to actually teach young minds how to learn Scratch or some advanced like Unity or data analysis.
I'm doing that with my counselor.
Biggest thing I learned about myself. I'm not saying I'm not good at teaching or well, I'm in the process of learning how to teach younger.
Yeah, comment. I have that right.
Culture, one, the gratitude. Two, started on my own game design club and partnered with my high school and college. And well, I guess this events, internship too. So skills would be time management, leadership, as well as being deadline, because all three of those are vastly important in your game. I would say my favorite part of this internship is definitely the community workshop that I had. Who were to describe this internship? Chaotic. Unorganized. Because of why STEM information, I discovered what I'm capable of.
Hi, I'm Ethan. I'm a senior at McKinley High School and I'm an engineering intern for Boston Education. I was interested in Boston Education for the experience with the engineering process and more experience. As the project manager for the Safety Design Challenge, the one thing I learned was leadership. For technical skills, I've learned the engineering design and the financial planning within the Safety Design Challenge. A professional skill I learned from the Safety Design Challenge would be risk management and learning how to prioritize. My favorite moment during the internship was with this internship, it has encouraged me to pursue more leadership positions. Because of our STEM innovation, I feel ready for the future.
What interests me when watching is I heard of robotics and I always want to like the tech field. So gaining skills in different areas of technology. The biggest thing I learned from myself is the technical skill that I developed from positive innovation is financial planning, one freshman skill that college is team. And my favorite moment during the internship was, I guess, like the accident with each other and questions. This internship helped me my individual because, again, technology and maybe more like aware to what I want to do, exactly what I want to do going forward. Because of Watson innovation, I know I can make a difference. I like technology, so it's I said the biggest thing I learned about myself was probably from this experience I would definitely recommend to a friend, especially someone who is interested in because of the last innovation, I feel more.
Hi, my name is Tristan Bigford, and I'm a sophomore at Kent State University studying computer engineering. I was interested in joining OSSE STEM innovation because through SYEP, this is one of the only few jobs that actually interested me that tech STEM. The biggest thing that I've learned about myself during this internship is how good I am at communication with Microsoft Teams, which is my first time using this. It's a nice way to actually have everything consolidated into one area. Ask someone where something is, they'll direct it to you easily. There's nothing confusing about it. I'd say that the new technical STEM skill that I learned is in environmental design, specifically through locations surveying, keeping everything in mind with who's there, who owns the land, permits especially, because those will be expensive. And just overall understanding the lay of the land where you're putting the stadium. The professional skills that I've learned here that would help me in my college and future careers would be working as a team. I'd say my favorite moment in this internship is building deep skill robots. If I describe this internship in one word, I would say it's eye-opening, because this is just a true experience into what it is to work at a nonprofit STEM organization. Because of my STEM innovation, I discovered that I'm capable in environmental surveying.
Hello, my name is Quinn Madwood. I go to Accounting Technology High School, rising senior, and I hope to learn about engineering robotics and semiconductor internship. My biggest growth was teamwork, because this internship had a lot of engineering exercises. Technical skills that I developed were robotics, because we go through the hydraulic clock and the Mexico robot. The professional skills that help me in the future are working for teams.
It's an adapter for my computer. I borrowed this and I
My favorite moment during this internship was building a robot, because I've always liked to simple different. If I could describe my internship in one word, it would be creativity, tasks, STEM, innovation. I'm ready for the future.
I'm gonna start it because I want to do it. I'm ready to my senior and I'm completing the social media.
I love her. I want that.
Social media, I'm not really like a big social media person. I just want to learn more about behind the scenes on social media.
Oh, so she's already in high.
My favorite experience was traveling and doing support, recommended internships and other students because there's a lot of workshops that students can do.
You know where mine is?
That's a part of STEM life.
In the corner. I'm keeping it, and I'm a social media intern at last semester. I was interested in joining last year's internship because of my background in content creation and wanted to explore my skills more in social media. The biggest thing I learned in the last summer in this internship was being more confident in my ideas and what I'm willing to do. A professional skill that will help me in my future career will be networking. My favorite moment of this internship will be creating with other interns, especially in history. And also doing a lot of sexual creation. Internship has influenced my future career by allowing me to explain into video media, which allows me to better content. There's a lot of information I believe in the future.
My name is Marion. I'm a part of the social media team and I'm participating in robotics and internship. It's interesting in joining the internship because I enjoy social media, computer technology, and environment. The biggest thing I learned about myself during this internship is that I'm portfolio music. I'm very good at sharing ideas and working well on deadlines. During this internship, I discovered that I really want to be a career in cybersecurity or computer programming. My most memorable experience during the internship was watching the kids collaborate and learn from the different interns about games, programming, having fun, and just interacting with each other. Because of YSM, I feel more confident with applying to jobs, knowing my different skills, and learning how to adhere to different things that I need to do in the work.
Hi, my name is Paula Benson, and I'm an incoming freshman at George Mason University, and I am an engineering intern at YSTEM Innovation. I was interested to join YSTEM Innovation because I wanted to get more experience on STEM, more so engineering, and I was hoping to learn, which is more about engineering overall. One of the biggest things I learned about myself this internship was my ability to communicate more and talk more with my teammates. Some STEM skills I developed for this internship was my ability to use online CAD like Tinkercad. Although I did have some experience in Tinkercad, I was able to build it. Some professional skills I think I learned from here that will help me in my future is definitely how to manage and talk to my team. My most memorable experience here was most definitely the hydro and I learned how to build that. If I had to describe this internship in one word, I would definitely say enlightening, because I didn't really expect to do the amount of workshops I have, because I was used to a STEM-based internship, but I'm glad it just wasn't. As a blind STEM innovation internship, I believe I'm not only ready to face my future years in college, but also how to develop myself professionally.
Really, like, I'd like to thank.
Hi, my name is Messi John, and I'm a student at Thurman Technology High School, and I'm majoring in computer. Hi, my name is Messi John.
So,
Oh, switch that. All right, good job.
okay, it's not working.
It's not?
No, no.
Oh, we turned it all down. Okay.
Okay, well, I guess that won't everybody else.
Hang on, I think you turned that up too high.
Okay. All right, so I just wanted to say we wanted to do this showcase for our interns so that you all can see who they are and the experiences that they gained through this internship. And I feel really just proud, excited, blessed that my interns learned so much. I was able to do this with the help of a couple of individuals that I'll mention, a couple of professionals that came in and supported them in their professional development. So first, Mr. Tyrone Smith, who is an engineering professional, taught them about building their resumes, the importance of building their resumes, and how to do it so that they showcase, you know, who they are and what they've learned. Even though they may not have a lot of experience, they all have experience, and they definitely have it now. And they also have a resource. Also, Ms. Courtney Brown, who is a civil engineer with the General Services Administration, came and talked to them. So everything you saw in their presentation about who the stakeholders are, where the money comes from, the zoning, the permitting, she really gave them a really sort of detailed overview of what it's like to be in construction management and to be a project manager. And so I want to thank her. She's also a member, and both of them are members of the National Society of Black Engineers DC Professionals chapter. I'm also a member. Also want to thank my son Jamal Muhammadu, who gave them a peer workshop, a peer session on how to network, the importance of using tools like LinkedIn and other resources, and building that network. He is a senior, rising senior at North Carolina A&T, mechanical engineering major, just finished his probably fifth internship, because he had 2 in high school at Poe. He had one after his freshman year at Eastman, one after his sophomore year at Honda, and then this year he worked at Bowie. And so he really talked to them about LinkedIn and about how you get noticed on LinkedIn. And so, and how what that does is it allows for STEM professionals like what we have in our chapter, myself and others, to kind of, if you're my friend on LinkedIn and I make a post and I tag you on a post, then all my networks see that. And they also reach out and they also are like, oh, this is a connector. Oh, wait, I know that name. let me look at that name. Oh, maybe I can help them find a job or help them in school or help them with what they're doing. And so I just wanted to say, you know, I appreciate we couldn't have done it without them. I also definitely would not have been here, would not have had the ability to have the number of interns I had if we didn't have the space. So I really would like to really thank Thurman Jones at the Patriots Technical Training Center. Again, this is an awesome building. I don't know if you guys got to see it, but also he does some amazing programs as well to help young people with their career pathways. And so with that, I will end, but I just wanted to say to the interns, we can all come up for a picture, but we have one last day, which is tomorrow, and then I will be doing some other special recognition tomorrow as well. If you can come up for a picture, everyone who's here, and some of us couldn't be here today, but believe me, everybody has contributed this summer, and I'm so proud and excited. And if you'd like to support YSTEM Innovation and the programs that I'm doing, please definitely follow me. My website is ystemn.com. I have a lot of QR codes around here. We're doing a lot of informational sessions for programs that I'm going to have, and then definitely have added all of you to my mailing list. I will be giving a newsletter, one of my first things to send out about this event, and I so appreciate your support. All right, well, somebody has to organize one of the pictures. Oh, and I also wanted to thank the photographer. Sorry, Mr. Smith. I forgot to put on your name. You got me. Thank you. We gotta be close, y'all. We're looking at One, two, three.
Man, put it in the bag.
I'm wrong too today.
I've only been up since 3:30. So Danny, which one are you looking at?
We're done? All right, good job, we're done. Oh, yes, sir. I just wanted this. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Okay. All right. Good hustle. Let's keep it up. All right. Cool. So, if y'all are checking out the chat, or if you're live, good to see you. Thanks for taking by. Or if you're checking out the VOD, hopefully, it was a good enlightening program here. Looks like Sue's got a bunch out of it, and hopefully they'll keep the good work. So remember. Oh, whoops.
Thank you.
Are you still on your
And thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay. Yeah, he was excellent. Oh my gosh. I was like, what?
What's up, man?
All right, thank you. Thank you.
They told me to go on, stay right there. Okay. Nice seeing you, man.
Alright, cool. So remember, information to support the Patriots is down in the video description. If you look at the bottom down there, same thing with STEM innovation. Different programs going on through the rest of the school year. So hopefully everyone had a good summer. Yeah. Remember, like, subscribe to the video, turn on notifications so you can keep up with the stuff we're doing. Connect through Mr. Thurman and the Patriots, connect through Mr. Vets and E's STEM innovation, and that's it. All right, Kate, thanks, bye.